Hi, it's Morgan again. It's been a while since I've made a video. I've been busy with classes and I just had my last final today. So, this video is specifically in regards to the latest video put out by the Atheists Antidote. This Brock person. Now, in my view, not since venomfangx have we seen a theist such as this guy that has put forth blatantly inaccurate assertions, claims, misrepresentations, etc. On such a large number of topics. This video specifically is talking about human worth and the difference between the secular view of human worth and the Judeo-Christian view of human worth. Now, the first thing I want to point out is it's interesting that he, Mr. Atheist Antidote, decides what the secular view of human worth is. He doesn't ask us, secular type people. He just makes assumptions and then bases his entire argument and comparison on those assumptions. That is a horrible way to argue a point, because first of all, you've just created a straw man unintentionally, or perhaps intentionally, and you're not really dealing with your opponent's viewpoint. You're dealing with a fictitious construct of your opponent's viewpoint. Secular individuals that are not religious and base their moral views on something other than religion, are not different than those who actually base their moral views on religion. Because our moral tendencies are not divinely given, but are products of our evolutionary heritage. We're social animals. Social animals have to interact. Within those interactions that are beneficial and increase the fitness of the population are retained. Interactions that decrease the fitness of the population are lost or reduced. Right there, evolution explains our moral behaviors quite well. It also explains why throughout the planet, within cultures and subcultures and national ideologies, there are a large range of moral systems, a large range of value systems. The alternative, the Judeo-Christian view of morality and value systems and ethics, does not properly deal with this issue of varying moral systems and value systems, etc. So that's the first part of his video. He makes an assumption, and his assumption is based on really nothing of consequence. The second part is, as we continue through this video, he's saying that people that have a secular view don't equate humans with basically compounds and chemical elements, or no better than animals. Well, we're composed of compounds and chemical elements, but that does not equate to us. The whole concept of the whole is greater than the parts comes into play. Our emergent properties, due to this interaction of all these complicated subgroup of parts, are more than just a subgroup of parts. Our view on worth, being a secular individual myself, I can only talk for myself. You'd have to ask other secular people themselves about their views. But human worth is pretty much high on my value system. I do place a great worth towards human life. Now, that being said, I do have a fairly large gambit of people I would consider less worth than others, simply because of their actions and their behaviors. No other reason. For instance, I would not find a pedophile priest to be of more worth than an atheist that, buys lunch for the homeless man on the corner simply because the pedophile priest happens to believe in God. So even within groups, there are different levels of value. Now, try not to digress here too much from the topic. In the end, all value systems are derived by human choice, either group-wise, as in cultures, or individually. Even the claim that your value system is taken from a god is just you using that god as an excuse to explain your value system. The truth is, your value system was taught to you by your parents, by your peers, and by the culture you live in. If you lived in a different culture where it was fine to stone unbelievers to death, you would find it morally acceptable to stone unbelievers to death. However, I'm assuming you're here in America from both your American accent and your strong knowledge of the English language. And here in America, it's considered abhorrent to stone non-believers to death. Or at least by most of us. I'm not really sure how you feel. Now, the last thing I want to touch on, and this is a big issue, the Nazis. The Nazis were secular humanists, and they treated their animals better than they treated humans. Actually, no, the Nazis were Christian. Sorry, but I have to tell you that. Occasionally, there were a few Jews in there that had to hide their religion to survive under that horrible time in history, but Nazis were Christian. Hitler himself was a Roman Catholic. The Nazis had a saying imprinted on their belt. Here comes the slide. Got it? Gott mit uns. God is with us. Nazis believed in the Bible. Nazis believed that they were doing the work of God by persecuting and eliminating those people that killed Jesus. Nazis were not atheists. But, that being said, it's also rather irrelevant to the issue of values. Because in any group, you can find a large range of those who do good versus those who do bad. And when I say good and bad, I mean those who do things that improve the fitness of the population versus those who do things that diminish the fitness of the population. And if you don't know what fitness is, look it up. It's an evolutionary term. And it doesn't mean, being stronger or faster or smarter. But you look it up, you find out. So, Antidote. I have the summer off. I will be posting more videos against yours because the truth is, the ignorance that you do spout, and it is ignorance, I'm sorry to say. I know people take that term ignorance badly, but what you have to say is pure ignorance. And you need, some people don't like being told what to do, but you need to research more closely the topics you wish to discuss. Because right now, you're looking like a moron. And I'd rather you not. I'd rather you look like, say, the Christian like Don Exodus, who is a very intelligent individual, yet also a Christian. Oh, and by the way, the whole ID thing, there is no debate between intelligent design and evolution. Evolution is science, intelligent design is religious dogma attempting to play itself off as science. Evolution is factual, and the theory part of evolution is well supported by enormous amounts of data, while intelligent design has absolutely nothing supporting it. Well, that being said, I'm hoping this isn't over 10 minutes. And to those of you that have maybe missed me, I'm back.